Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. I'm Miyu. I am a coach who specializes in women's emotional wellness. This channel is all about helping you fall in love with yourself and your life so you can wake up in the morning excited and energized. Notice beautiful things that your life offers and attract what you desire, and go to sleep at night happy and peaceful. In each video, I answer one question that I receive from people and occasionally share some content that I think might be helpful. So with that out of the way, let's get into today's video. Okay, so the question that I'm answering today is, how can I stay consistent with a complete mind and body balanced practice? Okay, so in order to stay consistent with any practice, whether if it's mind body balance or self-care or meditation, it's important to mindfully choose which practice you're going to do. And when you do that, I want you to have two things in mind. One, think if it's something you really want to do. Two, think if it's something you can easily do. And here's why. I often see people struggling to stay consistent with self-care practice because they pick one based on what they think they have to do or they should do. Or they think it will be for a short time, so they choose something that is not sustainable. So if you want to stay consistent with whatever practice you want to do, mindfully choosing what exactly you're going to do and how much you're going to do is the key to success. So since you asked me about mind and body balance practice, let's use it as an example. So let's say you want to practice relaxation techniques. There are many ways to practice relaxation techniques, so first, go through the list of things you can do for relaxation and pick one that catches your attention. And then think if it's something you really want to do. If you feel like you're choosing it's based on even a little obligation or pressure, or because you think you have to do or you should do, then if it's not for you, so move on to something else. And keep doing this process until you find the one that excites you. And once you find the one that you really want to do, you now think if it's something you can do easily as if you were going to do this forever. If you think you can do it for a month but not forever, you need to adjust it until it becomes easy. So if you choose to, let's say, meditate for 30 minutes every day, but if you think you have to wake up earlier to do it, or you will most likely take a break during the holidays, then you need to change it to something more sustainable. So maybe you can change it to 15 minutes, or maybe you can change it to 3 days a week. But whatever you decide to do, always think if it's something you can easily and consistently do forever. I often hear people saying, "Oh, I must be lazy, I cannot stick with anything." They think they're the problem, but the reality is that they unconsciously choose either what they don't want to do or they just cannot do. So no wonder they cannot stick with anything, right? So if you tend to lose motivation or have a hard time keeping up, I highly recommend you ask yourself the questions that I talked about today so you can find a practice that is not only easily sustainable but also gratifying. And if you still have a hard time stay consistent even after you pick the one, there is a possibility that you may have a limiting beliefs that are preventing you from doing self-care, so I'll share them in my next video. I hope you find my response helpful. If you want to ask me any questions regarding emotional wellness, self-love, self-care, anything like that, you can find the form in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.